Hey Clear Lake peeps, Ross England here, Clear Lake Guide Service with your report for your Clear Lake report for June 27th, 2024. Halfway through this year, unbelievable, just simply is. Let's see. I guess first things first, we'll cover the upcoming activities first. First big activity that's coming up is this weekend, Saturday and Sunday. I may get the name of it wrong, so if I do, forgive me, but I believe it's a California Bass Federation Kayak Series. I was told Saturday and Sunday event this week. I was told by somebody that there was like 130 competitors signed up already. So, and I'm telling you, if you've gotten around this lake at all, any of the parking lots, and watched some of these folks unload their rigs, it's not like the old days where it was like, who can do something the cheapest? There are some fantastic looking trailers and kayaks rigged with all kinds of electronics. It's gotten to be a huge thing. So, and you guys and gals are doing such a great job of taking care of fish and the way that you handle your tournament events. Keep up the good work. So that's what's going on this weekend. Lake level. Lake level is 5.73. It continues to drop roughly 1/4 of a foot a week, and we'll continue to do that through probably the next month. Somewhere in that range, maybe even more. Weeds are showing up all over the place. A big part of that is because the water's been clear enough you can actually see it all over. You can see weeds growing all over the place. Pretty amazing, but Clear Lake being Clear Lake, I heard from a good source in one location yesterday, 7 foot of visibility in one bay. I can personally attest to this week, I have seen up to 5.5 feet deep. And don't get me wrong, that's not everywhere, but the water condition for the most part in most of the lake is in pretty darn good shape. The water clarity, I would say the worst that I saw, maybe 2.5 feet. And don't get me wrong, I'm sure there's some algae packed in somewhere, but overall, the bigger portion of the lake, the water's in pretty good shape. Water temperature, what I saw running around, starting out in the morning in the 74 range, and worked its way up to this afternoon when we quit, it was 77.5, 78. So remember, it was just a couple weeks ago when it was in the 80s. We had a couple of probably 3 or 4 mornings where the morning lows were in the mid 40s, and that really cooled things down. And on top of that, the reality was, instead of having 102-degree days, like today, it was 87 degrees. Yesterday it was 85 degrees. So cooler temperatures, cooler days, much more comfortable being out. Wind has been a little dicey. It's been kind of hard to judge. Today we were supposed to have winds of 12 to 14 miles an hour. And I'll tell you what, when we quit at 2 o'clock this afternoon, the upper end of this lake was flat. There was just no wind at all. Kind of messed up, the wind that was there was first thing in the morning. Kind of messed up my opportunity to catch some topwater fish, but I'll trade it for the fact that it was actually pretty comfortable. So I think those are all the conditions and all that kind of stuff. Fishing, from my perspective, has improved. I think we ended up with 14 or 15 fish yesterday and 20 fish today. Now, granted, there was a chunk of those fish that were small fish, like small, under 10 inches. But we had some good fish in the keeper size fish that we had too. So yesterday we started out fairly well with 5 topwater fish, and then the rest of them were pretty much finished off with plastics. Today I couldn't find a place to throw topwater because of the wind, so we were pretty much stuck just throwing plastics. Most of it on docks, a couple points. I probably set a personal record for myself this year in that we caught 7 fish off of one spot. Unbelievable. Simply unbelievable. So that was kind of fun to watch. And it was actually our first stop of the day, so that was off to a really good start. Other than that, that's about it. Fishing pressure has been exceptionally light. Those of you who do not get Bassmaster magazine, they did a top 100 lakes, and all their criteria was laid in there and whatnot. And Clear Lake came in at number 8, which I was really happy to see that it's closer down, into the bottom 10, or down, not at the top. They were spread out over some pretty good fisheries too, across country. Of course, the new big one is OHIV in Texas. I think that one ranked number 2, and it's going to produce some big fish. It already has. So it's good. The research they did said, I think the average big fish in most tournaments this year here was 883. Nothing wrong with that. Those are good fish, and it's been a good year for better fish. So my concern has been the smaller ones, and they're starting to show up. Or I'm starting to get to the right places where they were all along, and I just didn't know where they were. So that's going to be my report. I'm tired. I'm rambling. All of you kayakers, good luck. Be safe. Hope you all catch big limits of fish. Next week, don't look for a report. Next week is 4th of July week, and I definitely won't be on the water. Everybody else will be, but it won't be me. So I'll catch up with you and get current whenever I get back out on the water. But right now, I think the little woman and I are going to take a break. And that includes G-Dog. So we will talk to you when we get back out on the water. Take care. Have a good 4th of July. Safe holiday weekend, wherever my finger is.